Kentaro, so this is your feedback on your IA. So to start with, we need to change this title, just in line with what Ms. Stechuk said 2 weeks on Friday. So it needs to include the comparative analysis of Bangna and Prompong and the areas of sustainability you're looking at, such as food packaging and food production. You need to take your name off there at one point. Maybe put a photo in there just to make it look nice. Page numbers are there. Contents page needs developing because there's nothing in there at the moment. Okay, good. So you put the words in there. So that will need changing. Okay, good. And syllabus, good. Yeah, these are nice. Scales on there. Yeah, I like that. Yep, nice. Okay, yeah, it's good. There's quite a lot in the introduction here. You might need to cut back some words at some point. And remember that, formatting double-line spaces, font size 12. This here, I don't know what that is. It looks like you copied something from the internet that needs deleting. If you copied something from the internet in order to, create these descriptions here, then that just needs deleting. So put your aim in full, in maybe italics. Make sure it's in line with what Ms. Stechuk said about the changes that are required based on the feedback received from the IAs. Yeah, I wouldn't be using bullet points here. Okay, yeah, that's good to use that. And, food sustainability index, circular economy needs to be in there as well, and diagrams to represent that. Yeah, you don't really need the impacts in. I mean, this is not relevant to this study really, and you're just using words that you really haven't got. Yeah, so it looks like these are like notes, but not really written up in a way that um, you should be. And then we got like, I don't know, it looks like you copied that from the internet again. Got geographical theory. We got sort of like geographical theory. This is geographical theory here, and then you've got some down there. So it's getting a little bit confusing for me. Okay, so this is good, but it needs to be in a format where you put it in the aims of what and you link it to food sustainability index, circular economy. If you like nutritional transition model, don't spend too much time on that. Just use it to identify, how maybe to link, like, basically the behavioral change here is what you'd expect from the middle and higher income residents as they're more educated and they have more education and income to purchase more sustainable food options, more healthy food options, which creates that demand in areas such as Prompong. Yes, high demand for affluent area. Also reference, you reference accessibility there. So this benefits from passing trade as well. So they can basically, their business is more likely to thrive and survive because of the passing trade, which means they can potentially, afford to charge more and provide sustainable food options. It's just, just keep it succinct, keep it concise, but that needs to go in there. Now, yeah, I like this experience gentrification, but the fact that not everyone is middle and high income, there is still, because it's undergoing gentrification, there is a mix of low income, middle income, and high income people. So this one's too brief. This justification is too brief. You need to explain, well, what is the correlation? Why do you expect this? Why do you expect people on a higher income to consume more sustainable food items? It's connected with education, it's connected with income, it's connected with the ability to afford more sustainable food options such as organic food, the education about the impacts on the environment. So formatting, like bigger font for methodology. Don't need that research question in there again. Looks like a bit of repetition here. Okay, these arrows need to go around all areas of the photo. I like that photo though. We got figure number there. No, figure numbers needed throughout. It's a bit, just needs neatening up a little bit. Like you've got this gap here. Like one, where's two? Yeah, I don't know where two is. So you need this needs to be step by step. It needs organizing a bit more really. You've got to imagine that when you're writing a methodology, can you give that to somebody else? Can they follow those instructions exactly? If not, you need to rethink how you've written it. It needs to include description of the data, justification, why did you do things a certain way? If you included sampling, what sampling technique did you do? Is it systematic? If so, what intervals? And why? Systematic sample is quick, efficient, it reduces human bias. So look at the examples, think about how this is laid out. Most of it's there, it just needs a bit of reorganization. This stuff here could go around the photo. Yeah, the arrows need to go around this. Yeah, this is pretty clear. Now, but step by step, produce the bipolar survey. How have you decided on what categories to have? What do you do then? Where did you collect the data? Was it systematic sampling? How do you record that on the sheet? How do you make those decisions about it? That needs to be included. Like I said, which hypothesis does it link with? And you got an aim again here. Not sure what that means. Description, justification, why I collected the data, which hypothesis it links with, a photo with arrows around your sort or photo, or like you can still use that there, but it'd be ideal if it's one that you filled in out in the field. It doesn't really matter. It's not massively important in the grand scale of things, but a methodology is how you collected the data and showing that you collected it out in the field. Okay, I see what you're doing here. You're putting the aim of the actual data. And why face mask? Not sure that's relevant. Yeah, this needs neatening up a bit. Look at the examples. I can show you some as well again. And then again, it needs formatting a bit better. Data presentation analysis hypothesis one, that's fine. Make that bigger. Maybe put that in italics. Oh, you have put it in, sorry, you have put it in italics. We've opened it, we haven't closed it. Are these the same scale? Yep, you've got scale on there, compass direction. As long as they're all the same scale. But look at that. See that there? That's smaller than that, but the scale's the same. Oh, no, it's not. No, you've got to use the same scale for all. So if you've used -3 to 3 there, you can't have -3 to 0 there. It still needs to be exactly the same scale on the graph. You need to be able to look at that graph and go, okay, I can see how the patterns of that data without even looking at the key. And then you delve in to look at the actual, the scale on it. But, that there, when you look at it, this one here is going to some positives, this or negative. You still need this blank here. And you need some, this, you've got your, okay. And these boxes, they look a bit too big. Needs neatening up a little bit. What does that mean there? Diet. Yeah, neaten the photos up. Make sure they've got a title. Make sure they've got a figure number for each. And then there's nothing for hypothesis 2. There's a lot missing here. Right, there's a lot missing, Kentaro. I'm going to give you till the week on Monday because I'm away next week, the 12th, to get this complete, submit it again, and I will give feedback because you're behind on this now. We should have had, we should have had up until the data presentation analysis of hypothesis 2 complete. Okay, so please get this completed, submit it to me on the 12th again, and I will look at it again.